Okay, so I think kita start lah. We're gonna start today. Right. So,
Okay.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh and afternoon everyone. Okay, so hopefully all of you can hear and view this online lecture. Can't, okay. Can view and listen to this industry in the classroom lecture clearly lah, without any having any network problem or and all. And for your information, attendance will be taken either from your respective lecturers or through WebEx itself. We can extract your attendance. Okay, so we scheduled to start the lecture by 2:30 and now it's 2:32, so it's just nice on the timing. So class, okay, we are very fortunate today. We have Mr. Jefferi Sakedan, all the
Hello.
way from Penang, kan?
Yes.
Bukit Mertajam. I
Okay,
think
Matajam.
yes, quite a number of students here also from Penang. And if I'm not mistaken, there's one student from Bukit Mertajam. Dia ada network problem. Dia kata dia belah
Okay.
bukit. Siapa? Zundren. Zundren, are you here? You are from Bukit Mertajam, right? Zundren? Zundren, if I'm not mistaken. Okay?
Zundran, you can come to my
It's
house very near, Zundran.
What? Come again, Zundren?
Yeah. Sorry, my name is Tuzi.
To Zendrin, sorry, to Zendrin, from Bukit Mertajam, right? So our speaker also from Bukit Mertajam. I'm sure there are a few of you also from Bukit Mertajam. I just only know from my group. So, Mr. Jeffrey, for your information, we have 4 groups of students. So from 4 different lecturers. Each group, one group is taking electronic dan instrumentasi. Okay, applied science, bachelor degree in applied science, electronic and instrumentasi, and then sarjana muda teknologi, alam sekitar, okay, environmental technology, and then we have technology maritime or maritime technology, and then there's a new program with the program that I taught them this semester, which is naval architecture, kejuruteraan perkapalan. This is teknologi kejuruteraan mechanical, right?
Okay.
So a brief biodata about Mr. Jeffrey. The rest dia akan cerita on his own. He is currently a manager in Value Malaysia CDA Sendirian Berhad, and I think he quite his experience in industry is quite vast in experience in industry since 2000. So maksudnya dah 20 tahun. Begin
So,
from
plus,
engineer, now climb the ladder up to manager dah. Alright. So without further ado, I think I just pass to you lah. Over.
okay.
Alright.
Okay, thank you, Cik Wan. So, Cik Wan, later I will, actually inside this session, I will tell story more of her.
Oh,
So,
sudah.
okay, so everybody, if you have any questions, so you can interrupt me. So you can interrupt me and then ask me any questions during my speech. So it's not a problem. Okay, so thank you very much for UMT, Cik Wan, for inviting me today. So it is a rare opportunity for me. So last time I did this in Unimap. So now I have the opportunity to give a similar speech to UMT. Okay, so without further ado, I will proceed with my speech. Okay, my lecture. Okay. Okay, so industry in the classroom. Okay, so today 29th of November to 30 until 3:30, only 1 hour. Okay, and then online. So my name is Jeffrey. So I purposely put this picture. So I want to show you what would be the real life, working life. Okay, so I want to share with you. So this session more towards sharing information, sharing experience to you. Okay, so this is more real life situation. So it might not be totally related to what you are going to learn in your class. So I appreciate if you have any feedback, any questions. So just let me know. All right. Okay, so first I will start with introduction, and then second, why math? Okay. Third, math applications in industry. So this is based on my experience. And then I'll do some summary, and then later Q&A. Okay, so but I did not specific anytime actually Q&A. You can disturb me anytime. So during my talk, so it will be very boring if I'm the one who only do the talking. So please interrupt me. Okay. ask me some questions, even from the lecture, even from Check One. So anybody can ask me. All right.
All right.
Okay, all right. So education. So in 1995, I took my SPM in MRC Taiping. Okay, Cik Wan sit just in front of me. So I will always disturb her, but she's among the best students. So I am the student
Alhamdulillah.
duduk dekat belakang-belakang lah. So Cik Wan.
Aduh.
Okay. And then 96, I entered matriculation in College Negeri, in Negeri Sembilan. And then 97, I start my first year. And then I took 3 years degree course in Universiti Kebangsaan in Bangi in mechanical engineering. All right. And then my working experience. So right after my graduation, so I work in this company named Management Video as an engineer, supplier quality engineer. All right. Supplier quality engineer. And
Supply
then
quality.
yes, so I'm in charge of quality. And then in 2002, maybe they don't like me in quality, so they kick me to purchasing. Okay, so I become senior purchasing engineer. Purchasing, you see, from quality, technical, I jump to purchasing, commercial. All right. So this meant a lot. I will explain to you afterwards. Okay. And then 2008, they bring me to category management. So what I've done during this 2008 until 2011, so I do company setup. So basically, Siemens Video, they are going to set up new plants in Thailand, but unfortunately, they don't have any nearby Siemens workers. So and then they said, "Oh, Malaysia, they have one plant in Malaysia. So why don't we get Siemens Video in Malaysia set up the plant in Thailand?" So I was in Thailand for 3 years until 2011. Okay. And then after the plant already set up, so I went back to my office in Penang. So I become staff engineer. And then after in 2012, I do not know, maybe they hate me also. So they kick me back to quality. Okay, so so from quality, from technical, I go to commercial purchasing, and then they kick me back to quality. All right. And then 2018, so jodoh tak lama. So dengan this kilang, so management Siemens Video Continental actually one same company. Siemens took over, they changed the name. Continental took over, they changed the name to Continental, and then finally I part my path with Continental, and then I joined Valio as purchasing manager. So this is my company. So Management Video, we are producing meter cluster. So if you drive Proton Wira, any Proton cars, if you drive Pro 2 cars, so all the meter cluster made by Management Video. Okay, so it's either Previs or whatever car. So from Proton Pro 2, so you can see my maybe fingerprint on the cluster meter. Okay, and then Siemens Videos, we do produce the similar things. So we do also for Camry, Toyota Camry, we do for Suzuki. So a lots of meter cluster outside there. Okay, and then in terms of Continental, so this is fuel supply unit. This is fuel rail, high injector rail. So you put high pressure into this rail. Okay, it is more than 2,000 bar. Okay, more than 2,000 bar. So high, very high pressure. And then let me share with you one story. We do the testing this in Europe, in Germany. So in continental Germany, we put a very high pressure. Unfortunately, there are some machining defect. Okay, it bursts and it makes a hole on the wall. So
Oh.
the brick wall, it makes a hole on the brick wall.
Oh.
Okay, so it's maybe due to wrong calculation. Okay, it's maybe due to the wrong
See.
imperfection during machining. Yes, so I tell you, if you do wrong calculation, if you do something wrong, so the consequence is very big. Yeah, so we need people like you who really expert in the math. Okay, do correct calculations, and then we can minimize the risk. And we also do some PCB assembly. So we have lots of components. We have multi-layers PCB. So we do all these parts assembly, and then we produce for automotive companies. So this is injector. We have piezo, pneumatic old story. We have piezo. So inside this piezo, there are lots of small component. Okay, I tell you, one of the dimension, one of the part, the accuracy, the diameter, okay, diameter is 5,000 mm. Diameter 5 meter.
Huh?
diameter, the surface,
Mhm.
5,000. So the parts are very very small. It look the parts macam flat, totally flat. Tapi sebenarnya dia ada radius 5,000 mm. Kalau kita buat calculation tak betul, machining tak perfect, dia akan leak. So kita tengok tadi macam 2,000 bar kan. Kalau machining tu tak betul, kita tengok macam bumi ni flat kan. So
Yeah.
orang kata flat earth kan. Oh flat dah, bumi ni flat. Mana ada bulat kan. Okay. So parts yang kita orang produce ni pun, kalau you tengok kadang-kadang nampak macam straight. Okay, nampak macam straight. Tapi sebenarnya dia ada curve. Tapi curve dia tu terlalu besar sampai you tak nampak pun ni. So you imagine you nampak dia macam flat. Tapi sebenarnya dia macam earth. Sebenarnya ada radius yang besar, big radius. Tapi kita tak nampak. Without this radius, kita assemble, without this radius, dia akan ada leakage. So high pressure leakage, 2,000 bar, 3,200 bar, it depends on apa kita punya model. 3,000 bar, imagine kalau burst, habis hancur kereta. Okay, so very important. And then in value, okay, so I pun ada buat turbo. So during my time 2008 and 2011, so I helped to develop turbo for Volkswagen GTI MK6. So MK6, so kita orang develop turbo. Dulu punya turbo, dia ada banyak lagging. Tapi kita punya turbo, bila kita develop, kita buat electronic turbo. So kalau yang hero-hero laki-laki ni tahulah turbo tu macam mana apa semua kan. So turbo ni kalau kita low RPM, low pressure, so turbo tu tak kick in. Tapi kita macam mana nak reduce turbo punya lagging ni. So kita introduce electronic turbo. So yang ini nanti kalau interesting sih, kalau interested nanti kita boleh discuss. And then Valio, so Valio kita produce plastic injection parts. So this is for BMW. So BMW parts, so BMW part produced in Malaysia. So we supply to our counterpart in Valio in Europe, and then they assemble semi-complete finish, and then we send to BMW plants worldwide. So BMW parts produced in Penang. Okay. Okay, so far any questions? If no questions, I will proceed with why math. Kenapa matematik? Apa kepentingan matematik? Apa shock sangat matematik ni? Kenapa saya kena ambil matematik? Why should I take matematik punya course? Okay, so saya tak mau cerita dulu. Saya nak minta, okay, daripada list ada a few nama ni. Aisyah, kenapa ambil math? Apa pentingnya math?
Ramai kot, Jeb. Nama
Ramai
Aisyah ni. Cuba bagi nama penuh sikit.
Okay, yang dalam ni ada nampak Aisyah saja. Okay, Aina Nuraini Azizan. Kenapa kena ambil math? Okay. Aina, okay. Okay.
Ada tak? Ada. Oh, you looking for the participants kat sini.
Okay, so I tanya Gue Teo Shuyi. Gue? So why we need math? Kenapa math? Gue?
To count something.
Okay. Okay, good answer. Alright. So kita to count something. Okay, good. And then kita ambil Muhammad Hazrul bin Muhammad something. Okay, Muhammad Hazrul, kenapa matematik Muhammad? Muhammad? Nazrul? Okay, kita go for Muhammad Shah Ikhlas. Yang ni nama seorang saja ni. Tak ada nama lain. Muhammad Shah Ikhlas. Why we need math? Why math?
For calculation.
Okay, sama jawapan ni. Okay. Duduk sebelah dengan Gio apa? Tak kan?
Tak.
Okay, saya nak tanya Putri Wan Najihah. Kenapa math ni Putri?
Aplikasi dalam kehidupan.
Aplikasi dalam kehidupan. Okay, ni nak tanya Nurul Syafiqah yang first kali join kita punya session hari ni. Kenapa Nurul Syafiqah? Kenapa math?
Nurul Syafiqah tu lecturer, tapi bolehlah tanya sekali.
La ilaha illallah.
Awet muda kan?
Oh.
Lupa nak introduce. Okay, we have 4 lecturers.
Okay.
Dr. Nurul Syafiqah. Dr. Nurul Syafiqah, listening?
Okay.
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam. Alamak, cikgu minta maaf cikgu.
But indeed she is the youngest among four of us lah. And in fact
Okay.
dulu dia pernah jadi my student.
Yeah.
Okay.
Apa ni?
Okay.
PhD at a very young age. And then we
Okay.
have Professor Madya Datin Dr. Nurul Adilah. Ada?
Ada. Okay.
Dr. Adilah? Ada rasanya.
Ada tu, ada. Okay.
Ada. Alright. And then Dr. Hidayatul Aini. Tak pasti. Dia rasa dia kata dia masuk lambat sikit.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay, tak apa. Okay, so saya akan tanya soalan ni nanti. Okay, so kenapa kena math? So ini ni pada pandangan my personal opinion, okay?
Ya,
So,
Deb, ada dekat chat ni Muhammad Syahmi Rusdan dah untuk selesai untuk solvekan masalah dia kata.
Okay, good question. Okay. So based on my experience, so yang ini I nampak. So math ni dia akan create satu analytical thinking, logical reasoning tau. So macam mana pun kalau you jumpa student yang pandai math ni, you akan nampak dia analytic thinking, logical reasoning. So dia bila nak buat some decision ke apa ke, so dia akan buat some calculation, dia akan congak-congak dalam kepala before dia akan make decision. So kebanyakannya yang I tengok orang yang tiada math ni, bila dia buat decision dia walaupun tak betul tapi ada logik dia, and then sometimes kalau dia boleh convince, memang orang akan convince dengan jawapan dia. So yang ni I tengok orang yang pandai math ni. Okay, so dia create analytical thinking, dia ada logical reasoning. Lepas tu kawan saya kata dekat MRSM dulu, kat mana pun yang jumpa, kalau you pandai math, you pandai semua. Okay, if you are good in math, you will good in everything. Because dia kata math ni dia akan buatkan otak you think sampai you benda lain tu you akan nampak mudah. Okay, so this is what I see. This one I totally agree dengan dia punya opinion. So ini ni daripada Syahmi dengan juga Shehan ni. Cik Wan, Shehan cakap macam ni, so I agree. Okay, so orang yang pandai math ni dia punya sense dia better. Okay, so nanti I akan cerita dekat you. When I go through my slide, so I will let you know why I share with you people with good math dia ada better sense. Okay, and then math ni dia biasanya all facts and figures. So kalau you nak buat presentations, kalau you nak convince people, kalau you nak talk, kalau you ada facts and figures, it will be very easy for you to convince. Kan, let's say macam kalau I kan, okay, people tanya dekat I, Jefferi, how much books have you read? So kalau I cakap adalah lebih kurang maybe adalah dalam 1 bulan kan, that is not a convincing punya jawapan. Tapi kalau math, kalau people ask me, Jefferi, how many books have you read? Kalau I told them I've read 2,132 books. Ada facts and figures kan, dekat situ ada figures. So people will be more convinced dengan jawapan. So this what I see with people with math. So dia akan ada figures, dia akan ada facts, dia akan present. So there is no question asked. So people will easily accept your punya answer. So this is what I see. Okay, and then problem solving skills step by step. So this one I think everybody will agree with me, sebab kalau inside math punya soalan, normally kadang-kadang satu soalan tu you need 3 pages of papers kan, you nak calculate. So this step by step, you tak boleh jump to conclusion, you tak boleh jump into jawapan, you need to do calculation one by one, step by step. So this is how I see people with good math. Alright, and then because you have all the figures and then you do step by step, you have confidence. So people with math, they will have confidence. Okay, bila dia buat presentation, bila dia show his answer, her answer, bila dia nak buat presentation, dia nak convince people, they are confident because they have facts and figures. Okay, tapi facts and figures ni kena find out by the person itself. Dia tak boleh kata copy terus letak without understand what does it mean by the figures semua tu kan. So dia kena faham dan dia akan confident. And then people dengan math ni dia objektif, yes or no, parts within range or without range. So dia akan very objektif, dia jarang ambiguity, dia jarang false in between, dia yes pun no pun ya, so something like that. So dia kata kalau measurement, kalau data tu within spec, dia akan cakap yes. So kalau parts tu out of spec, calculation dia out, dia akan cakap no. So Yang ini ni I senang kerja dengan diorang. Okay. And then they can make a decision more accurate. Alright. So it doesn't matter you punya decision tu wrong or right. But your decision must be made based on facts, figures, and then it will be more accurate. Okay. And then future is software. Big data management equals to math. Future, semua akan guna komputer. Semua akan guna calculation. So future will more depends on math and also software. So this is why math is very, very important and I like to work with people yang pandai math. Okay. So I go math applications. So this is math application in real life. Okay, this is CPK and CMK. Bila kita start with new projects, bila kita start with new products, macam saya tunjuk dekat you tadi, we are doing some high pressure fuel rail, high pressure injectors. So we need to do some study in advance to make sure the parts are capable in long run. Okay, kita tak mau produce parts are easily damaged, easily rejected, easily broken. So that's why kita sebelum kita produce parts tu, kita do some calculation. Okay, kita do CPK. That means CPK ni maksud dia capability. Okay, process capability. CMK machine capability. So when we do capability, okay, 3 sigma means yang hujung-hujung ni dia akan produce reject. Okay, 4 sigma kita still akan ada reject. 5 sigma ni dia akan ada parts within spec semua, dia sangat capable. Okay, almost zero reject. 6 sigma kita ada lower spec limit, upper spec limit kan. So bila kita buat calculation based on data yang kita ada, kita akan come out proses capability ni, proses ni dia capable ataupun tak capable. Yang ini ni kalau you masuk dekat mana-mana industri, you akan guna yang ini ni. So Six Sigma, people will always talk about Six Sigma. Whether the parts, whether the machine, whether the process are capable for long term or not. So CPK, CMK very very important. So yang ini ni nanti kalau you masuk dalam kerja nanti you akan ingat apa yang saya cakap. So this one very very important. Okay. So next dia adalah prediction for stability and then determine quality. So now kalau you have a good products, you are working in a good company, but that company cannot produce good quality parts, you will have no more project, you will have no more customer. So quality number one. So quality depends on mathematics, depends on how you improve the capability of your products and also your process. Okay. So kalau you ada reject macam ni kan, bila you study, bila you punya calculation you akan convert dia masuk dalam chart, dia akan interpret into sigma. Kalau you punya part you within 6 sigma, you will have less reject and then you akan less cost scrap. Okay, so this one will be very very important. And then from this dia akan derive failure mode effect analysis, dia akan derive control plan, dia akan derive in process quality control. So based on your mathematics, based on your calculation, it will determine the next process of the next corrective action, the next action for the process. So math very very important. Okay. And then in terms of better design, so this is one of the design, one of the drawings yang I ada. Okay. This is very simple drawing, very simple drawing. Normally kita yang ini kita orang panggil dia dimensions lah, 9.6, 9.4, 44.6, 44.45. This one 0.02 flatness. So yang ni adalah engineeringnya drawing, okay, engineeringnya terms. So normally dekat dalam ni maybe ada 20 dimensions, but normally in one drawing we will have 200 dimensions. 200 dimensions. So why I show you this, okay? Kalau kita based on kita punya study, you punya math punya calculation, kalau you select wrong punya component, okay, let's say kalau you punya study, kalau macam you buat kapal contoh, yang ini ni one of the bearing punya housing contoh. Kalau kita select wrong material, let's say besi, ada banyak besi. Kita ada besi, kita ada EG material, electrogalvanized, kita ada stainless steel, kita even stainless pun you ada SUS 303, SUS 304. Kalau you select wrong material dengan dia punya wrong punya mechanical properties, you punya calculation, okay, mungkin akan silap and finally you punya product akan rosak. you punya produk tak reliable. So mungkin sepatutnya kita run kapal tu untuk 15 tahun, tapi after 2 years kapal tu mungkin akan rosak. You punya housing bearing mungkin akan rosak. So you punya calculation will help to select better component, better materials. Okay. Kadang-kadang kita pun tak boleh over engineering. Okay, kita tak boleh over engineering. Kita letak safety factor 1.3 ke, for example, and then we select parts yang fulfill that requirement. Okay. Okay, and then dalam engineering pun kita kena buat dimension tolerancing, and then we need to know assembly parts. Okay, kalau kita calculation kita tak betul, if our calculation is not correct, we cannot assemble the parts, and then finally kita punya machining process, kita punya parts will be thrown away. We need to start it all over again. So you punya calculation must be very very good, must be very very accurate. Okay, and then for your information, some parts, okay, untuk metal parts, plastic injection, they have this shrinkage factor. Okay, bila you start to produce the part during machining, sometimes you apply high heat, okay, very high temperature, and then part expand. And then bila you leave it into room temperature, they will shrinkage. It depends on the parts, okay, some parts will shrink, some parts they akan expand. Okay, so you kena buat a very thorough calculation, very precise calculation to make sure you punya final end product bila dia dalam room temperature for 24 hours, dia meet certain dimension. So you punya calculation kena very very accurate. Kalau let's say contoh, macam saya bagi you contoh, okay, macam dimension ni 100, upper diameter 100, lower diameter 99, okay. So bila you masuk dalam proses, you nak produce this part, contoh you kena buat machining dia. Machining tu kadang-kadang high heat. Bila machining high heat, you boleh dapat material ni expand, dia punya dimension dia minimum 99. Okay, you pun kata okay 99. Tapi finally bila you dah sejukkan dia, dia akan jadi 98, dia akan jadi 97. So finally lubang-lubang ni semua tak boleh fit into the next housing punya assembly. So calculation must be very very accurate. Okay, so we will not waste parts yang kita dah produce. Okay, and then kita macam I explain tadi, so material selection, property vs application. So what kind of material suitable? Sometimes we always select metal because metal are very rigid, very strong. But if we can get good plastic parts, why don't we use plastic part? Plastic part more easy to machine, and then they are more cheaper compared to metal parts. So this is depends on you. Okay, you can do the calculation and then you can do the comparison. Okay, so this is some of the real parts that I produced previously in my company. So this is, we call it mass for meter cluster. So this is, we are using some software. Okay, we need to do calculation. So there are some figures here. So which I'm sorry I cannot show to you because it's only can be shown but it's not going to be shared. Okay, so this calculation, this animation shows how we predict quality of the part. So this red area means there will be possible rejection. Okay. Ini dia tunjuk flow. Okay, ini adalah plastic injection. Dia akan tunjuk you flow. Okay. Dia tunjuk flow, sekali lagi akan, okay. Ini adalah injection point. Okay, molten plastic. So plastik yang cair dia akan inject masuk dalam area ni, kita orang panggil dia gate. Okay. Dia akan masuk dalam runner, ini kita orang panggil dia runner. Runner ni dia akan fill up dalam acuan, dalam molding, dalam mold, dalam tool. Dia akan isi material plastik ni, okay, dia akan isi memenuhi cavity area. So dia akan isi slow-slow, dia akan isi slow-slow. Okay, boleh nampak dekat sini, pertemuan from this area and this area dia akan bertemu jadi satu. Okay, this area dia akan bertemu tempat lain. Okay, finally dia akan fill semua area, dia akan fill up semua area. Okay, apa application mat that relate to this? Application mat relate to this, you akan calculate what is the speed of the material that will enter this mold. Okay, if you inject too fast, material akan ada problem, you akan ada gas mark, you akan defect, you akan ada banyak isu. Kalau you inject too slow, plastik part ni dia akan keras. Dekat sini dia akan keras lah. Dia tak boleh inject sampai masuk dalam. So you must have a good calculation with experience of course. And then you do calculation, lepas tu you akan check, okay, or this is the best calculation, this is the best parameter for you to do this process. Alright. Okay, so selain daripada yang tadi tu banyak lagi. There are so many applications. Okay, we have KPI in production. We have KPI in industry. So KPI means a key performance indicator. So key performance indicator ni dia calculate what is your performance. Okay, we need to measure total line reject. So let's say if you produce 1,000, you got reject 500 pieces, so you are 5 million ppm. So you're only 50%. So how to do the calculation for this one is quite easy. Okay, yang ni senang sikit. Okay, lepas tu kita ada scrap rate. Kita pun kena kira juga scrap rate. Kita ada line balancing. Line balancing ni ini ni best, bukan line balancing ni kalau kita masuk dalam industri, kita ada workstation 1, kita ada workstation 2, kita ada workstation 3. Kadang-kadang workstation 1 satu operator, workstation 2 dua operator, workstation 3 tiga operator yang ketiga. Okay. So sometimes between one process to another process, dia punya timing dia consume time yang berbeza, different timing. One process consume let's say 10 second, another process 15 second, another process 30 seconds. So when it goes to the third process 30 seconds, so that means the other operator nothing to do. Okay, so this is a waste. So you need to do some calculation. Okay, you need to balance. Maybe process number 3, you need to split into 2 process so that you can have 15 second each. So yang ini it's not easy, it's not straightforward, but we need math calculation and then we need a lot of parameters to include inside this calculation. So we have line balancing. So we will have no waste. So no waiting, okay, no produce overproduce part. So yang ini sangat penting. Calculation sangat penting untuk line balancing. Okay, and then how many pieces you produce per hour, utilization, sorry wrong spelling, so utilization. So we need to know, let's say dekat dalam you punya lab, you have lots of machines, you have lots of equipment. So we need to know what is the utilization of the equipment. So is it economic for some certain equipment kita beli kan? Some equipment kita beli tapi dia stay dekat situ tak ada orang guna. So utilization very very low. So this will decide, okay, whether we want to outsource, kita nak letak mesin ni dekat luar, kita sewa, ataupun kita nak still maintain this machine dekat dalam kita punya facility. So matematik buat calculation. So beyond apa yang you ada dalam kelas. Alright? Lepas tu, okay, yang ni some terms mean time to repair, mean time before reject. So this one kita akan tengok. Let's say kalau you ada machine, equipment, you punya machine equipment bila you jalan you nak guna saja always reject, always rosak. So dia ada some calculation. So if you interested we can go more in detail. Okay, but now tak perlu lagi. Okay, Pareto. Okay, ada orang buka speaker, I dengar echo. Okay, kalau boleh kita
itulah.
mute. Alright.
Dah remind dah. Cerah tu.
Okay.
Dah
ya ke?
Dr. Aini. Dr. Aini nak say hi.
Okay, hi.
Okay.
Alright. Okay. Okay, reject Pareto. So Pareto ni simple kan? Pareto ni when we were in form 5, form 4, form 3 kita dah belajar dah Pareto. But it's not a surprise, even working people pun dah umur 30, 40s pun tak tahu macam mana nak buat Pareto. Okay. And then Pareto ni sangat-sangat penting. Okay, simple punya chart. Okay, simple way of calculation but very very important. So nanti bila you kerja, trust me, you will use a lot of Pareto chart. Alright. And then kita ada OEE, Operation Efficiency. So this one, kalau kita ada machine equipment, okay, kalau kita pun boleh relate juga untuk dalam lecturer juga. Okay. So Operation Efficiency ni, let's say kalau kita ada 8 hours of working time, 8 hours of kita stay dekat office, and then berapa jam yang kita betul-betul utilize untuk kerja kita. So yang ni calculationnya ada calculationnya, so quite complex juga. So a lot of parameters need to be count in. So this one yang ni nanti kita kalau interested, I akan ajar juga. Okay, investment ROI. So this one very simple. Let's say if you want to buy machines, okay. So what would be the return of investment? Kalau kita beli machines 1 million ringgit, 200,000 ringgit, will it bring benefit to you ataupun you akan spend banyak duit lagi untuk maintain dia? So yang ini ni kita perlu buat calculation. So yang ini sangat-sangat penting juga untuk management. Okay. And then kita ada arbitration planning. So yang ni arbitration ni contoh macam kalau nak buat kapal contoh. So sekarang ni mungkin time COVID, so people will not order much kapal. Okay, tapi kita foresee by next year bila COVID vaksinnya available and then people will start again to explore sea and then people will start again to fish apa semua tu. So kita boleh arbitrate. That means kita boleh plan. Okay, let's do planning today based on current punya situation, based on current statistic. So future will reflect to be like this. So yang ini ni math sangat-sangat penting. So one of the kita orang punya classmate, okay, Syaril. So he took actuarial science. So yang ini ni kita buat statistik apa semua. So sangat-sangat penting. So basic dia always math. Okay. Okay, so next cost control. So kita dah almost 40 minutes. So math application industry in cost control. So bila kita cakap pasal cost, kadang-kadang it is easy. Let's say kalau kita nak buat sebiji kapal, okay, this kapal will cost you 12 million. Begitu mahal ke Cik Wan? Kau average satu kapal harga berapa? Okay, let for example.
Tak lah
Satu
berapa. Anyone diorang never architecture punya students, you dah belajar kan? Sikit-sikit introduction. Anyone can give the figure? Tak ada. Berapa cost satu kapal? Check.
Okay. Okay, so I assume satu kapal 1.5 million. Okay, so I bagi contoh 1.5 million. Okay. So kalau dalam 1.5 million, okay, thank you. So 1.5 million. So total cost, so ini ni macam contoh dekat China, Germany, India, UK, Italy, Jordan. So ini semua countries ni. So kalau 1.5 million ni, kalau kita tengok dekat mana yang paling contribute paling besar untuk cost of kapal. Okay. So maybe in term of financial cost, in term of kita take so much of margin. Okay, so tak bagus lah. So finally, kita punya total cost will be so expensive and then our customer will not come back to us. So dia akan select countries which have lower punya cost. Okay, and then we need to do, let's say for cabling. So cabling we can see here, dekat Spain, more expensive compared to other countries. So we need to understand, if we venture into business, we go into this product, what are the cost composition? So we need to study and then we need to reduce the cost so we can stay competitive. All right? Okay. So we need to know cost breakdown. Okay. Kita help to detect abnormality. Okay. And then cost saving, stay competitive. So again, I nak cerita dekat you. Math ni, kalau you understand math, kalau you tengok this kind of charts, you know which is the best. So basically the best is China and Germany. Okay. And then we need to know why certain companies, why certain countries, in certain area, they are more expensive to the others. So we need to stay competitive. We need to do some calculation. We need to do some studies. How can we reduce our cost? So this will come back to Pareto. This will come back to the calculation, determination, and then how you want to reduce the cost. Okay, so important. This is very, very important because currently kalau kita tengok because of COVID, people lost jobs kan. And then some company need to downsizing, some company need to do some cost reduction, buang orang. But company saya yang baru ni, okay, so I would say semua company dekat dua ni impacted. Okay, kecuali Grab Food, yang itu tu dia orang nampak boom of their sales lah. Tapi macam industry really badly impacted. So how we want to do? Takkan kita nak buang orang kan? So that would be the last resort. So we will not fire people. So this is our philosophy. As much as possible, we are not going to fire people. We will maintain as what it is, but we need to reduce the cost. Our operation cost, margin cost, we need to reduce so that people will still have job and then we need to cut costs, cut their salary. Okay, cut salary will be the last. How we are going to cut costs? So we need to do some this calculation. Okay, a similar chart like this. Oh, actually we we use a lot of electricity. How can we reduce? Can we reduce the air conditioning? Okay, can we centralize from 3 building into 1 building? So this kind of calculation yang kita kena ada. Okay, this information kita kena ada. You all yang terror math ni, you need to identify, you need to do analysis. Okay, this is the way that we are going to do based on this calculation. Okay, let's say right now we are running 4 buildings. Okay, but no, we all know that volume is very low. So instead of 4 buildings, we can use only 2 buildings. So all the electricity we can save, the water, all this machining, air pressure, we can reduce and we can cut it to half. Okay, so this what we need. Okay, your calculations and also what kind of assumption that you need to do. So this is on the cost control. Okay, so in industry, math applications are all about numbers. Yang ini adalah our KPI. So every department KPI, kalau you tengok, kita buat chart, kita letak numbers. Okay, so yang ini ni quality. Yang ini ni department quality. So dia ada chart, dia ada numbers. Ini department HR, human resource. Human resource, apa numbers yang dia orang perlukan kan? Kalau ikutkan human resource ni about people. But kalau you cakap pasal human resource pun, they still depends on numbers. They need to produce numbers also. Okay, dia orang punya KPI pun still in numbers. So yang ini ni adalah production. Production of course numbers. Numbers chart. Numbers chart. Table. Semua numbers. Okay. So yang ini ni quality juga. Yang ini ni I punya department. Semua numbers. Numbers. Okay. Ini target numbers. Semua numbers. So matematik ni semua perlukan. Kalau you masuk any organisation, semua numbers. Okay. So you akan guna matematik dalam apa jua kerjaya yang you akan ada nanti. So when you start working, it will all about numbers. You tak boleh lari. You cannot escape from numbers. And then if you have a very good background in numbers, it will be an advantage to you. Okay. So dekat sini I put there soft skills. So when you kerja nanti, so one of the skills that I really need from you. Okay, so I've been interviewed so many people. I've been interviewed I think more than 50 people so far. 50 or 60. Okay, so when I interview people, I really need soft skills from you all. So you need how to do, you need to be very computer literate. Okay, you need to know Excel, you need to know PowerPoints, you need to know a lot of other softwares. Yeah, so how to create chart, how to present chart, how to talk to people. But as I told you, if you are in mathematics punya bidang kan, you ada very good basic in mathematics, so you ada figure. Bila you present, you tak perlu takut. You punya presentation semua ada dekat depan ni. Okay, so you present, you baca daripada you punya, you interpret, lepas tu you explain more detail. So semua ada dekat depan ni. So sekali lagi I cakap kat you all nanti bila kerja, okay, when you start to work, so you kena ada soft skill, you kena ada semua pengetahuan macam mana nak buat chart, nak tukar chart, macam mana nak buat good presentation, nak buat animation, semua ni you kena tahu. Okay, soft skills. And then you kena tahu how to analyze chart. You tengok macam ni, example macam ni kan. Satu chart yang kat bawah ni, tiba-tiba ada spike. Kenapa tiba-tiba naik tinggi sangat ni? Kenapa spike ni? So you need to know how to explain. Alright. So kita bukan prepare chart and then present macam tu saja. So any spike, any abnormality macam dekat atas ni, okay, tiba-tiba ada satu bar yang tinggi, bar lain kenapa rendah, so yang ini you kena tahu. And then macam yang ni, okay, kenapa bar ni tiba-tiba tinggi, okay, kenapa bar ni tiba-tiba hijau, so yang ini you kena tahu. Okay, you need to know to explain. Alright. Okay, yang ni macam saya cakap tadi. So, any department, any area, any bidang yang you masuk, semua will turn to figures, will turn to numbers. Okay, so even though it is subjective, okay, so dia akan turn to numbers juga. Alright. Okay, yang ni interesting, Six Sigma. Tadi I ada cerita pasal Six Sigma. But before I speak about Six Sigma, if you have any questions, so you can let me know now. Okay. Kalau ada apa-apa soalan yang you tak faham, apa cerita seorang saja. Kalau tak faham, so boleh tanya. Okay. Ada question tak?
So far tak ada, tapi if you have any question, class, you can just leave the question in the chat box ni.
Okay.
Kan? Right? Okay.
Okay. Alright. So Six Sigma. Six Sigma is money. Okay. Six Sigma is money. So apa ni Six Sigma? Six Sigma ni adalah satu skill yang you boleh cari yang akan buatkan you dapat salary 5 figures. Okay. Six Sigma ni, kalau you ada knowledge dalam ni, kalau you are certified Six Sigma, black belt, master black belt, you akan dapat 5 figure salary. Okay, so apa yang Six Sigma ni buat? Six Sigma ni, okay, this is a simple chart. Kalau you tengok dekat sini, okay, kalau proses tu dekat area ni, 50% saja. Okay, 50% saja you punya yield you. Maksudnya 50% lagi reject. So ini tak bagus. You produce 1,500, you kena reject, tak bagus. Okay, so you do improvement. You do improvement and then dia punya stable. You dah buat improvement, you dapat dekat 60%. 60% pun tak cukup bagus lagi. Okay, so you buat improvement, kalau kita continuously buat benda yang sama, without special punya action, you tak akan ada breakthrough. So Six Sigma, dia akan help you buat breakthrough. Okay, dia akan buat improvement sampai 90%. Okay, sampai you akan dapat improvement sampai level 90%. So kalau dalam industri, normally yield the best is 100%, which is impossible to meet. Okay, practically it is impossible. Okay, so if you have yield dalam 90-95%, you punya output tu, barang tu cantik, tak ada reject dalam 95% dah cukup bagus dah. So Six Sigma, dia akan help you punya proses untuk increase you punya capacity, output to at least 95%. Okay, so dia ada banyak cara yang diorang buat untuk achieve yang ni. Okay, so macam saya cakap tadi, kalau you punya yield 60%, 40% scrap is a waste. Okay, so you need to improve pun tak cukup bagus. So finally bila you start with Six Sigma, so you akan ada improvement. Alright, so daripada dalam 50% you akan naik jadi 90%. Okay, so dalam Six Sigma ni senang saja. You kena cari satu equation, Y equal to Fx. Unfortunately, X you ada banyak sangat. X1, X2, X3, X4, bla 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 bla. Okay, so finally you nak improve dia jadi Y ni equal to 100. So banyak parameter yang you kena buat. Okay, so you kena buat ANOVA, you kena buat regression, you kena buat Pareto, you kena buat banyak mathematic calculation, and then you akan find apa itu parameter yang sesuai untuk you improve you punya proses. Okay, so Six Sigma dia dah save macam kilang saya dulu, saya punya experience, saya tak sampai black belt. Okay, Six Sigma saya sampai green belt saja. So untuk projek saya satu saja, kita orang semua dalam satu team ada 20 orang. So untuk group saya seorang saja, saya punya saving dalam 500,000. Okay, so you imagine kami ada 20 orang, how many million kami dah save untuk company itu. So kena ada background mathematics. Kalau you ada background mathematics, you pursue you punya Six Sigma, lepas tu you implement Six Sigma dalam you punya company, tak kisahlah company apa pun yang you kerja nanti you akan improve company punya performance, you insyaAllah gaji you memang best. Okay, so macam saya nak cerita kat you tadi, so macam Six Sigma, you ada banyak parameter, X1, X2, bla 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 bla. So yang ini adalah antara parameters that we use during injection molding. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Kita ada 9 parameters yang kita nak kena check during injection. So kita ada injection time, injection pressure, packing. Bila kita dah inject, kita kena put lagi pressure dekat dalam material tu. Okay, so packing pressure, packing time, cooling time. So kita ada banyak parameter, ada too many parameters. So parameter apa yang kita nak kena buat? Okay, so that's why dekat dalam mathematics ni kita ada buat regression, kita ada buat ANOVA, kita ada buat macam-macam. So kita akan buat testing satu of these parameters, and then finally kita akan determine which parameters yang akan improve you punya proses. So these are all mathematics. Dia tak ada assumption. Dia tak ada kata, oh kita ada masalah yang ni lah, kita punya parts ni macam plastik part ni selalu pecah lah. Kenapa? Mungkin sebab packing time tak betul. Mungkin sebab melt temperature tak betul. Tak boleh guna tu. Mungkin semua tak boleh. Semua kan ada facts and figures. Macam mana nak buat? So you as mathematician, you ada formula, you ada calculation, you akan cakap, okay, based on my calculation, dia punya melt temperature dia now between 270 280, but based on the fluctuation of the parameters, we do simulation, finally the best is 278 degrees. Okay, and then you buat chart itu ini apa semua, okay, finally you akan dapat. Okay, so yang ini yang kita perlukan. So people like you yang terror dalam math ni yang determine. Alright? So far tinggal lagi 8 minit. So, okay, so far sebenarnya yang tu saja sebelum I go for summary. So I nak tahu apa yang you rasa you dah belajar sikit-sikit, okay, daripada apa yang saya dah present kat sini. Okay, so mungkin sekali lagi saya akan ambil peserta-peserta bertuah pada hari ini. Kita akan tanya Yeni Nurantika. So Yeni Nurantika, so apa yang you belajar pasal I punya membebel hari ni, Yeni? Yeni Nurantika?
Tak ada.
Yeni tak ada. Okey, saya ambil lagi peserta S57417. Syahrul Nizam. Syahrul Nizam?
Ni dah jawab dekat chat.
Oh, dah jawab kat chat. Mana chat saya? Okey. Okey, Dr. Comel. Okey, baru tahu Six Sigma. Alright. Okey, Asmira untuk solve masalah. Okey, I'm from Yemen. Okey, baru tahu pasal Six Sigma. So ada question tak? Okey, so far tak ada question lagi. Okey, how about I nak tanya Stephenson Collins. Stephenson Collins?
Sarawak tu.
Stephenson?
Collins.
Okay, Stephenson, what have you learned? Apa yang you dapat sikit-sikit daripada apa yang I bebel hari ni? Almost 1 hour.
Cakaplah Colin lagi cepat.
Colin. Okay.
Ke tak clear, tak tahulah kat sana takut hujan.
Okay, apa yang kita dapat belajar hari ni? Okay, so mungkin Colin mungkin tak berapa nak dengar. Okay, kita go for calon yang seterusnya. Mukris Ramzi. Mukris? Dapat belajar apa Mukris hari ni? Okay, so ada soalan daripada...
The true math in the lab.
Tak clear Mukris. Tak clear Mukris. Okay. Mukris boleh type Mukris? Boleh type dekat chat? Okay, so while waiting for Mukris untuk type, mungkin I boleh tanya satu lagi peserta bertuah kita hari ni. Muhammad Amin Syafiq. So apa yang kita dah belajar hari ni Amin? Okay, ada a few questions. Nanti I akan jawab dekat dalam question and answer. Okay, Muhammad Amin. Okay, kita ada lagi 5 minit lagi. So, okay, I'll go through with summary. So, dalam summary ni apa yang penting? Okay, math equal to facts and figures. Kita akan help solve problem. Okay, expert in math will help the organisation for sure. So, Sigma activities. And then belajar soft skills. So, I nak you all belajar soft skills semua ni. Bila ada Cik Wan ke mana-mana lecturer minta you buat. Okay, presentation, chart apa semua tu buat. Kalau dalam aktiviti berkumpulan tu, try to do by yourself. Okay, try participate, buat juga benda-benda semua ni. Okay, math almost 100% in daily task industry. So, macam mana pun you akan guna 100%. You akan guna mathematics in daily business. Okay, adapt to work, job, demand, environment. So, yang ini I akan jawab macam ada satu soalan tadi. Susah ke nak dapat kerja? Okay, so macam I cerita kat you, I'm mechanical background, I'm engineering background, tapi I buat purchasing, totally commercial, on money. I tak ada background in accounting, tapi I jaga company I, okay, I jaga previously I jaga dalam 44 million euros. So that mean dalam 200 million ringgit I beli barang. I jaga barang bernilai 200 million ringgit. So I mechanical engineering. I tak ada background in accounting. So adapt. Alright, adapt to job demand and also environment. Okay, kita ada banyak opportunity dalam pelbagai bidang. So sama juga macam tadi. So tak semestinya you belajar dalam industri ni. So you akan kerja dalam industri ni. So you kena adapt. Okay. Okay, lepas tu I akan cakap so positive attitude. Okay, so positive attitude sangat-sangat penting. So sekarang ni environment kalau kata kalau working environment tak bagus, so stay positive. InsyaAllah kita ada rezeki kat mana-mana. Okay, always learn new things. So yang ni I cakap. So pasal matematik apa semua tu, apa yang you belajar dalam classroom, so might not be in details I explain, but always learn new thing. Alright. Okay, so I go now for question and answer. Okay, so while waiting for you to prepare questions. Alright, yeah. Cik Wan?
Banyak dah tu ni dekat sini komen daripada student. It seems that we are getting a positive feedback from them. Very good talk today.
Okay.
So we can go through comments from them. Ada yang tanya apa ni?
Okay, so saya baca satu-satu. Apa kita
From
okay, okay. Is it hard nowadays to find a job in this scope? Okay, so I cakap dekat you, bila I interview people kan, bila I interview orang, sebenarnya you punya background tu, as long as you ada degree cukup. Okay. Yang paling penting sekali I cari adalah attitude you. Bila you masuk dalam interview session tu, I akan correct you punya attitude. You boleh kita boleh menyamar, kita boleh berlakon, tapi I akan correct sampai I tahu you punya attitude. So stay positive, develop you punya positive attitude waktu you belajar sekarang ni, and then you can apply. Okay, bila interview you will automatically be a good person. Okay, so person that people need. So people like me need you. Alright, so be positive. So jangan rasa it very difficult to find new job, jangan. Job opportunity is always there. So find it. No problem. Okay. Lepas tu macam susah je jadi engineer. Engineer tak susah. Engineer tak susah. Cuma kadang-kadang
gelak dia tu. Suspicious gelak dia tak susah tu.
dia tak susah. Kadang-kadang you balik pukul 11 malam, 12 malam ya.
Tu dia.
Okay. So jangan risau yang tu. Yang paling seronok sekali, find good environment for you to work. Okay, so macam mana susah pun, you akan jadi senang. Alright. Math mainkan peranan penting dalam kehidupan. Yes. Okay, besar pengorbanan yang pandai math. Wah, betul. Besar pengorbanan, contribute. Okay, tapi I cakap dekat you, your punya contribution in math, kalau you pandai, you boleh contribute to organization dia akan reflect balik, okay, dia akan appreciate you. So mungkin you akan dapat better salary, you akan dapat better promotion, you akan dapat better position. So you jangan risau yang tu. Okay, so you contribute, okay, people will appreciate you.
Tiba-tiba rasa nak jump into industry juga.
No escape from mathematics. After this I have to do more exercise. Okay, exercise apa ni? Exercise apa, workout ke exercise mathematics? Okay. And I've learned calculation must be perfect, otherwise everything will be collapse. Yes, I agree dengan you. Kita ada step by step. Okay, kalau you punya step tu silap, step tu tak betul, then you punya output kadang-kadang silap. Okay, so you punya decision nanti akan silap juga. Sebab you punya calculation, you punya decision akan shared, and then orang lain akan make decision based on you punya judgement tau. So kalau you punya calculation silap, people will make a bad decision. Okay, so be careful. Okay, do it properly lah. Itu saja. Okay, math is the basic thing in engineering. Power math, power all thing. Yeah. Okay, Firdaus Iskandar, I agree dengan you. Okay, math perfection. Saya dapat mengetahui lebih banyak pengetahuan tentang matematik dalam kehidupan seharian. Yes, baru dapat hidayah berkaitan math.
Ni paling win sekali.
Ni ada markah dalam ni, nama hidayah kot ni. Okay.
Nazir, right?
Okay, yeah, okay, Hadi Nazir. Okay, saya rasa kagum dengan penerangan Cik Jeff. Apa yang kita pelajari sangat penting dalam pekerjaan. Okay, soalan saya, bagaimana kita nak fokus dalam study or working? Contohnya dalam pengurusan masa. Okay, saya selalu ambil saya punya, dalam daily task saya, dalam kehidupan saya seharian, dekat dalam office, saya ada schedule. So, pagi-pagi saya akan tengok schedule saya. Kadang-kadang schedule tu tak boleh download dalam phone ke apa, saya ambil gambar. Okay, saya dah tahu dah. Hari ni saya kena buat apa, hari ni saya kena buat apa, hari ni saya kena buat apa. So yang itu je lah yang saya boleh bagi tahu. Sabtu dengan Ahad saya pun tak ada pengurusan masa. Saya nak tidur Okay, tapi bila kerja, bila study, okay, dah tahu dah hari ni pukul berapa, yang ni I kena buat, pukul berapa, yang ni I kena buat. So yang itu tu yang saya boleh bagi tahu lah. Okay, fokus yang ni. Lepas tu kalau kita dah plan, kalau kita tak dapat buat plan tu, kita kena kodok lah. Jamak takhir ke, jamak takdim ke apa ke, tapi kita apa yang kita dah plan untuk buat hari tu tak dapat buat, so kita kena buat juga. So jangan postpone. Six Sigma ada kaitan dengan duit. Yes, Six Sigma di-improve proses. Macam I cerita dekat you, real story untuk I saja. Bukan orang lain. Orang lain buat lagi hebat daripada saya. Untuk saya saja, saya save $500,000 setahun. Okay. So apa jadi? Bila dapat save $500,000, okay, finance pun suka, ada orang suka semua saving ni. Dia bagi saya 1 month additional bonus. Lepas tu dia bagi 1 month additional bonus. Lepas tu dia bagi saya beberapa persen daripada saya punya saving. So kalau 10% daripada 5 million, 500,000 berapa? Kalau 10%, matematik lemah sikit.
Jawab.
Jawab.
Berapa
10%, 10% daripada 500,000 dia bagi berapa?
Ui, banyak tu.
Banyak tak banyak kan?
Beli kereta satu. Boleh beli kereta satu tak?
Wallahualam, tak tahu nak cakap. Okay, so tu saya cakap.
Tu yang pernah dapat lah tu maksudnya.
Dah habis lah, tak sempat nak belanja.
Itulah pasal.
Okay, Six Sigma ada kaitan dengan duit. Kenapa doktor macam artis? Ini pun soalan penting juga ni. Doktor tolong jawab.
Doktor mana tu? Hakim Rusli.
Okay, ada qualification ke untuk Six Sigma? Qualification, satu, you kena good in math. Lepas tu you kena ambil course dia. Sometimes course ni, course ni kadang-kadang company yang bayar, kadang-kadang you boleh ambil sendiri. Tapi course ni sangat mahal. Sebab apa? Sebab company tahu dia boleh buat cost saving yang sangat bagus. Cost ni sangat mahal. You dapat black belt, you ada green belt, you boleh dapat saving yang banyak. So tahu, company tahu dia akan dapat gain more than what they spend to certify you as a Six Sigma punya belt holder. So you kena go through for you kena ambil course. Okay. Good talk, thank you. Math plays a vital role in the industry. Yes, of course. Advice for us during our study and before go to industrial field. Okay, so I cakap dekat you, bila you belajar, apa yang penting sekali, you punya communication, interpersonal communication punya skill tau. So bila you kerja, dekat dalam kerja nanti, bila you go for interview, you akan dapat banyak budak yang tera-tera, yang dapat 3.9, 4 flat, 3.5 above, dean list setiap semester dean list. Tapi to be honest dengan you, I tak tengok semua tu. Yang itu tu will be my third priority. First priority, your communication, and then you punya positive attitude. Okay? So before you go for industry, you kena develop this communication. Macam mana nak develop communication ni? Tolong involve dalam banyak aktiviti. Kalau kata UMT ada buat aktiviti sambil belajar ke, aktiviti pergi melawat sana sini, masuk kampung, ada persatuan itu, persatuan ini, masuk benda-benda ni so that dia akan develop you punya karakter tau. So ini yang penting. Alright, beside you punya academic punya qualification. Alright. What is the CGPA qualification? Macam I cerita tadi. To be honest dengan you, I tak pandai. Cik Wan pandai sangat.
Pandai lah.
Ya, Cik Wan pandai sangat. Segar nak cakap. Tapi
sudah.
Tapi I nak cakap dekat you all semua student, I punya CGPA 2.6, 2.6. Okay? So memang clear I bukan orang yang pandai. Okay? Tapi macam mana you nak apply apa yang you pandai? So macam dalam semua subjek tu mungkin I pandai satu saja kot. Tapi macam mana you nak apply yang you pandai tu dalam kehidupan you? Macam mana you nak convince people? Macam mana you... I tak cakap akademik tu tak penting. Akademik tu penting sebab bila sampai satu masa nanti akan terdapat banyak orang yang pandai. Macam mana you nak compete dengan you? First, macam big company pun dia akan tengok you punya CGPA. So akademik sangat penting. Dan tak kurang pentingnya you punya karakter. Macam mana you develop karakter you. So academic tu of course first filter dia akan tengok you punya academic dulu. Okay. So yang itu bila you dah lepas ini Better for you untuk better punya chance untuk dapat untuk land job. Okay. Six Sigma, yes. Okay, define, measure. Okay, yang ini pandai ni. Muhammad Syami ni, kira ni. Okay, math membahagiakan, bukan mengecewakan. Oh yeah, Syami. Now I understand that math is everything. Yes, Kalpana, and math is very disciplinary subject too. Must admit whatever I ask to submit on time. Okay.
Satu komen
Number
lecturer
don't.
tu.
Oh, ya kah? Alright. Number don't lies. Yes, betul. I love math. Okay, yes, doctor. 50K. Okay.
Yang
Silap.
kiraan tadi tu.
Okay.
Yang
50K.
10%, betul ke?
Banyak tak? Banyak kan?
Banyak.
Belajar betul-betul. Matematik ni penting. Okay. Silap bukan dari Encik. Okay. Berapa lama masa yang diperlukan sebelum dapat rilis satu produk baru? Okay. It depends on the industry. Macam I dalam automotive industry, kita orang design 2 tahun. So untuk macam sekarang ni kan, saya kerja dekat company baru saya ni, untuk kereta Mercedes-Benz Daimler yang akan keluar lagi 2 tahun, kami dah tahu dah design dia macam mana. Kami dah ada design dia dah. So kami tengah develop produk untuk kereta ni, so dia akan launch dalam 2 tahun lagi. So kami dah tahu dah. Okay. Tapi untuk consumer electronics semacam CD, macam apa consumer electronics lah, macam sekarang ni kita ada handphone ke apa semua tu, dia punya product cycle ya, setiap 6 bulan you akan tengok new product kan. So it depends on the industry. Kalau macam automotive 2 tahun, and then kalau you tengok macam kereta pun satu model tu dia akan go for 5 years, 10 years kan. So kalau kata macam consumer electronic 6 bulan, 1 tahun, depends on the industry lah. Alright.
Kereta terbang?
Kereta terbang itu.
Tak masuk skop
Belum lagi. Okay. Alright. The only way to learn mathematics is to do mathematics. I agree, Ashraf. No, actually, I mentioned. Okay. Hi, Mr. J. Long time no see you.
Ada student baru tu, enroll.
Hai, Kak Yani. Kak Yani pun best saya juga. Ni semua
Syukri
manusia
Haya.
yang...
Tu betul tu. Syukri Haya ni.
Siapa Syukri Haya?
Nampak sangat engineer tak tengok TV kot.
Tak tahu.
Tadi kan ada seorang student Hakim Rosli tu kata doktor macam artis, tapi sebenarnya dia tersilap, bukan doktor. Dia kata Encik Jeff ni macam artis. Lepas ada member seorang ni kata macam Syukri Haya. Memang pun. Apa
Syukri Haya
ni?
bukan Syukri Haya yang macam saya. Okay, ni masa dah cukup time ni. Terlebih ada apa-apa soalan tak? Boleh offline, so saya masih ada kat sini lagi.
Ada apa-apa soalan lagi? No, alright, by the way, there are some ni ada tambah lagi ke? Betul apa Encik Jeff cakap, majikan akan pilih orang yang ada soft skill berbanding yang pandai. Saya dulu masa apply kerja sebagai technician, saya ingat dia pilih orang pandai-pandai. Alhamdulillah saya dapat technician 6 bulan.
Ya, betul. Sangat setuju Farazatul. Sangat setuju.
Okay, so yes, it's a combination. Kalau you tanya I, is kepandaian. Nanti kan semua nak apa ni, tak nak belajar dan nak tambah nak elokkan tata susila je kan. So because it's a matter, if you try your best in your studies, so it develop your soft skills better kan.
Ya, betul.
Macam Encik Jefferi ni masa belajar dulu, dia memang seorang yang semua dia dah introduce tadi kan, kami ni satu sekolah dulu, semua cikgu dekat sekolah dekat MSM tu kenal lah dia ni, macam tu. So,
ini macam tak betul ni. Ni
daripada sekolah lagi. Lepas tu setuju
ini
kan?
fakta tak betul ni.
Okay, for your information, he when he was in school, he was the president of Pembimbing Rakan Sebaya. I don't know, peer apa? So meaning that in university, you don't mean that you just focus on the books, or you just don't care about books, you just active in club. You have to must have a well-balanced life lah, okay? And then there's one student tanya pasal attendance. Don't worry about attendance class. If your lecturer doesn't take your attendance, we can extract your attendance through WebEx, where we can know what time you join us. Kalau just 5 minutes before the program over pun kita tahu, kalau 10 minutes before or you tak sabar 2:25 you dah masuk, so we can just record extract from there. Okay, don't worry much. Okay, as long as what we want, you gain as much as possible from today's talk, and I'm sure all of you enjoying the talk. Kalau ada apa-apa, anything else? Anything else? Ada ambil LI students tak? Practical students. Encik Jeff.
LI.
Practical students.
LI ni boleh hantar resume. Boleh hantar resume. Yeah.
Tapi first year student lambat lagi kot in 3 years time. Okay,
Okay,
alright.
alright.
So, lecturers, anything to say? Dr. Adila, Dr. Shafika, Dr. Aini? Nobi Salah? Anything? Okay. Dr. Iliani? Dr. Adila, idola saya. Dr. Adila. Dr. Muhammad Syahmi.
Sorry lambat join.
Okay, we have a special guest from lecturer Dr. Iliani Abdullah, Ketua Bidang Mathematics. I'm not into calculation that much. What I should do then? Ni ada satu soalan terakhir lah, jawablah.
Okay, so I'm not into calculation that much. What should I do then? Okay, so calculation ni, math memang kena buat calculation. So sama ada that calculation is complex ataupun simple calculation kan. So kalau you tak boleh buat yang complex punya calculation, I nak you pandai dalam simple calculation tapi you master that simple calculation. Kalau macam yang I terang tadi pun, yang all that math yang kita guna dalam industri, kalau kata 100 math yang calculation yang kita guna, I would say 20%, 30% saja yang betul-betul kompleks. The rest tu simple. Tapi I nak you master, and then I nak you able to interpret math ni bukannya math simple math macam tu saja tau, tapi macam mana math ni dia boleh derive dia punya answer. Yang itu tu I nak tahu. Kenapa answer dia macam ni? Kalau answer dia 6, kenapa 6? Kenapa bukan 8? I nak you tahu yang tu. Okay, sebab yang ni bila real life punya situation, management ke industri ke, bila tempat you kerja, dia nak tahu kenapa answer tu jadi macam tu. You akan ceritalah sebab dia macam ni, currently machine kita macam ni, currently macam ni. So, I nak you expert yang tu. I nak you explore. I bukan nak you tengok dekat buku saja. Nanti bila you third year ke final year, nanti bila you buat latihan industrialnya training nanti, I nak you explore banyak-banyak. Okay, dekat situ you akan tahu apa yang I cakap hari ni, kenapa ada simple math, kenapa ada complex math, kenapa I nak you master yang simple math ni. Sebab kadang-kadang to be honest dengan you, I punya working experience simple math pun orang tak ramai tahu. Okay, so master yang simple, kalau you dapat yang kompleks tu lagi bagus.
Okay. Alright, thank you very much, Encik Jeffrey. Moral of the story, what I can see from here is we learn maths not for the sake of to pass exam. Kita kena menjiwai belajar maths tu is for long life learning. Okay, so with that you can digest what you learn, faham betul-betul, dan insyaAllah you boleh apply lah pada masa yang akan datang, walaupun you ingat-ingat lupa. When it comes, okay, you akan ingat. Okay, we running out of time. Kita dah habis 1 jam 15 minit. I'm worried because of the data. Kita on the online kan, so student may use the data for other classes and so on. So we may conclude the session today. Thank you for all joining. And we kita sangat-sangat we are very thankful to Encik Jefferi Sakedan, okay, for his time over the weekend, ambil masa over the weekend, and then I think he prepared the slides, very nice slide before this, so it might take some of his time too. Alright, so thank you very much. Okay, to see you again in other talks. Okay. Okay, and if you have any question or maksudnya you want to keep in touch with Mr. Jeffrey, do let me know. I have his contact. I can provide you the email. Boleh kan?
WhatsApp.
Oh, WhatsApp. Okay, he allowed me to give you a number then. Alright.
Okay.
So that's all everyone. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Terima kasih banyak-banyak.
Okay,
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi.
Okay.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Alah Kak, kejap sangat.
Lambat masuk Kak Yani. Orang busy.
Kak Yani dengar saya sembang tipu je Kak Yani.
Jap, jap.